What up, everybody? The Commanders lost another one, this time in more unbelievable fashion than all the other ones. When they got their ass kicked, at least you could kind of mentally check out. When it goes down to the wire, you got to stick with it. I'm JP Finlay. He's Mitch Tischler. We're here in Madrid. Hello, Mitchell.
Hello. It's another international game, another overtime, another bad loss this season. Things are spiraling.
Yeah, dude, they've spiraled.
It's spiraled.
Like whatever has happened, they're 3-8, dude. Like, and there was some conversation like, oh, if you can get to 4-7, like 3-8 is. They just lost to Miami. A month ago, everybody was convinced McDaniel was going to get run, and now McDaniel's the one clawing his way back for a job.
Well, and the Dolphins made all the mistakes that the Commanders have been making all year, and they still were able to win.
It was hot potato for who would win this thing.
Right.
And Washington, I mean, the Mariota pick at the end's a killer. The Samerstill muff punt was a killer. Now, they stopped Miami, so they didn't score directly off the Samerstill punt, but you could have scored yourself. And Miami, whatever Mike McDaniel's doing, not kick there at the end of regulation. The way the clock broke for them with the H.N. injury timeout and then H.N. running out of bounds, like, dude, the Spanish audience, the crowd here, I thought was awesome. They were really into it. It was a lot of fun, but I just wish they got to see two good teams play, because it was just bad football.
But you know what? We're used to good football, or we've seen good football in general in the NFL.
That it exists.
They don't know that it exists. Not everyone there knows it exists. So you enjoy it while you
fun,
can.
dude. The people that were here enjoyed it.
I mean, the crowd coming in today, I heard it took fans like an hour plus to get in. Oh, I thought that was just a random water bottle you picked up.
No, I brought this one.
That would have been impressive.
No.
I thought the fans were awesome. They were loud in the game.
Did I bring this water?
Yeah, I think you just opened. It's okay.
I had a water.
Yeah, that's yours. All week this week, it's been great, but the play on the field just continues to be baffling, and the defense was better. You know, I don't know how much of it is the defense was better, or Miami is just such a step below the offenses that they've been playing. They've
been playing freight trains, right? Like, you can make a real argument that Seattle's best team in the NFL, Detroit's one of the best teams in the NFL, Kansas City is obviously like. So that one of my biggest points that I was screaming last week is people like, oh, they got no shot. Like, yeah, you do. Miami's not good either.
Yeah.
This was a different weight class, and you still lost. I think
it was great.
I don't know that they got out-coached today, just because I don't know that Miami was really well coached. I thought the defense looked a hair better with Dan Quinn calling plays. Jordan McGee said we saw some extra blitzes. The corner blitz, I think it was Jonathan Jones. Like, I legit don't know that Joe Witt had called a corner blitz all year.
So Joe Witt always was talking about that they are the highest percentage of blitzing teams. It's because Frankie Lou was a linebacker.
Right.
He'd line up at defensive end, and it counts as a blitz because it's a linebacker, an extra linebacker coming. So when you look at the blitzing and everything that happened, this was different today. You didn't see as much miscommunication between the guys. I thought that goes a long way.
As much as like you thought Waddle and H.N. might take the top off, they never really hit on something big.
H.N. ended up with 125 yards or whatever. I mean, he was
I don't
really
know why
good.
they got away from him for various pours.
Like, Jahmyr Gibbs of the playoffs last year.
Right.
Makes little sense.
I mean, to me, it was like, offensively, people were screaming about the play call right here early on and fourth and goal.
Yeah.
I hated. This was in the first half. They had 1st and 10 from the 27, and it had been C-Rod moving the ball down the field.
That was one of my notes.
You go 3 straight passes, take a sack on the 3rd down, which makes the field goal longer, and then Matt misses it. Like,
what I will say is the second down play on that drive, you had Deebo Samuel line up in the backfield, and they got him isolated one-on-one with a linebacker, and that's something that we've seen other teams do to the Commanders all season long. It was great to see it. Mariota didn't make the throw, but ultimately, at least they looked to be a little bit more shifty in what they were doing.
I like the touchdown play to Deebo was impressive.
Yeah,
that was a good play design. Deebo made a hell of a personal effort. Mariota throws that pick late. You want to kill Marcus, go for it. I mean, that dude got pulled off the field for a concussion check, went in the blue tent, came back out, just battling.
So he said that he had a stinger, and the NFL doesn't discriminate between stinger and concussion, and that's why he had to go get tested. Yeah. But he said he never had anything up in the head that he was worried about.
That's good. I mean, I don't know. Marcus threw an interception in OT that led directly to the game-winning field goal. So, like, can't have that. But honestly, Mariota was kind of sailing it throughout the day.
That's what I was going to say.
I kind of thought the way he was throwing the ball, I kind of thought one was getting picked off. Obviously, an inopportune time.
Yeah, I was going to go to the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, a minute left. Both sides of the ball made little sense what they were doing. I understand if the Dolphins call the 2 timeouts and they get a field goal chance possibly, but it's
if
more
the kid doesn't drop that pass, they might have.
You also know.
I'm saying the Dolphins
Right.
do drop that ball.
But you know Matt Gay can't make a long field goal. I think that's a discussion we'll get to.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
let's just have it. Like, they got to bring kickers in.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
There's no way. Is Gay your kicker after the bye?
I don't think so.
I don't think he can. There's a large enough body of work here, dude.
Exactly.
Like, you
and
got to make a move.
And that's where I am with it. Like, you got
And
to
I
give a
think-
guy a little bit of time if he struggles early to see if he bounces back.
Yeah.
But at this point, with what we've seen all season,
And you're 3-8.
Yeah,
like get some young kid.
Yeah.
See if he's good. I also think with Gay specifically, it's tough because I really like him. Like, he's
Right, that's what's
super
tough about
likable, and he takes full accountability. Stands up there and it's like, I sucked. It's my fault. I let my team down.
But at the end of the day, it's about winning. At the end of the day, it's about winning and losing. Like,
I think you have to cut him because
Yeah.
you can't even play the game of like, oh, we're bringing somebody else in, but Matt's still here. Like, you just have to cut bait.
yeah, I guess big picture, you think that there's going to be any other moves?
What else? I mean,
Do you fire Joe Witt?
but now you've already demoted him.
Right,
I don't
but-
think they're firing him.
Okay.
I think in the off season there's going to be, like last year it was remarkable how little coaching changes they had.
Yeah.
I think this off season will be significantly different.
That's fair.
I mean, because DQ doesn't want to be the D coordinator, and so they're going to bring somebody in, and then I mean you could see an overhaul of that whole staff. I feel
Yeah.
like. The question I have, and I asked, I think Sir Luga this walking out, like Quinn has now lost 6 in a row. They're 3-8. Any other coach, any other scenario, everybody's screaming fire the coach. I think whatever the amount of goodwill he built up last year, 100 units of goodwill,
Gone.
I don't know if it's all the way gone. If it's all the way gone, then the heat is on him.
I think the heat's on him, and I think the heat's on him because he hasn't fired Joe Witt, and I don't think that it makes a difference. It might be red meat to the base, but like the longer Joe Witt hangs around and the more you see, even if it's just some incremental change in the defense getting better, why didn't you do this thing earlier? Why didn't you make a move? It doesn't make sense.
The why didn't you do it earlier really goes to the top of the list because they did.
Yeah.
They played a little bit better. They blitzed a little bit more. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Like,
marginally better.
I mean, dude, you know what I hadn't thought of? But
What's that?
do you remember way back when Bruce fired Jay after the Patriots game? So they were 0-5 and Bruce fired Jay. And I very much think he fired Jay then because, there we go. We got a lot of moving parts here. So Bruce fired Jay to give Callahan the job, who was his boy, and Callahan was playing the Dolphins. It gave him a chance to win. Maybe DQ waited to make the Joe Witt move for him to take over as DC when he knew it was going to be a way worse offense. He wasn't doing. Maybe he didn't want to take the reins against the Lions and get slaughtered.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, we haven't really thought of Dan Quinn as that type of dude that, like. But the bottom line in the NFL, it's a self-preservation league at all times.
Always.
And maybe that was the best way for Dan to make sure Dan is good. Again, I don't think this organization is looking to make any changes, but like any other coach who loses 6 in a row, it's rough. It's rough.
Well, and we talked about this last week.
And the injuries are a huge part of it. Like, you can't understate the injuries.
Right.
But 6 in a row, 6 in a row.
We talked about it last week. They end the season. There's a couple games before you get to that run of NFC East games, but once they get to that run of NFC East games, that's really going to tell you what's going to happen here. Like, if they go, if no moves are made and you struggle and get blown out by these, the Eagles are a juggernaut of a team. They don't throw the ball very well, but they run the heck out of it and they play great defense. If you go lose those teams, how can you keep Dan Quinn around?
I don't know. I don't think they'll make that move, though. I really don't. I think they blame this year on injuries.
Sure, and that's a convenient.
It's also a legit.
It's legit, but it's also convenient.
It's a layer, dude. This thing has a lot of layers, and the injuries are massive.
Absolutely.
I mean, dude, what if it was Jaden today? Maybe Jaden doesn't throw that pick in overtime. Like,
yeah.
I think
Jaden's probably not sailing as many balls as Marcus did.
The injuries are a massive part of this.
Yeah.
And it's not just Jaden. It's not just Terry, Eckler, Wise, Armstrong. Like, there's just so many. I think you can't understate the injuries, but the biggest question now is, who do they actually bring back? Is Jaden coming back? Is Terry coming back? I think the answer to both is yes. Especially Terry being here. Terry was running around in Madrid, like, working out.
I'm sorry, you're saying come back and play this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying come back next season. I was like,
No.
What are we talking about?
I mean, play in week 14 or whatever.
Listen, I think you got to play. I think everyone who's going to be healthy enough to play plays. Like, unless there's a chance for re-injury for one of these guys.
I think it depends, specific to Jaden, not with Terry, but specific to Jaden. say the elbow, like we understand he doesn't need surgery, nothing's broken, nothing's
Right.
torn, but say he's not ready until week 16, and at that point they're 3-10 or 3-11, I think you could have a different discussion. But if he's ready, I don't know that he'll be ready for Denver. If he's ready for Minnesota, like, kid plays.
And I think to that point, when you talk about what point in the season, those guys didn't play in the preseason. You know, the coaching staff didn't think those guys needed those reps.
Right.
So, like, if you're talking reps, I don't know that week 16, 17, 18 really matter that much. But at the same time,
fair point.
man, you got to see. You got to see him play. You want to see him play.
I think, by and large, fans completely disagree with you.
I understand that. And that's fine. They can think that way. I just happen to kind of disagree
with you. I mean, I think a lot of it will depend on timing. But
Yeah.
I think I also know that Jaden will want to play. That much I'm confident.
100%, yes.
I'm pulling this up because I'm trying to get to my notes without getting my computer out.
I thought Jordan McGee looked good today.
Yeah.
It was great to see him make some tackles on Achane in space. That's something that we haven't seen the linebackers do a whole lot of. Bobby Wagner, I thought the linebacker play today was as good as we've seen this year across the board.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good.
Obviously,
Wagner made some plays.
the third and
Lugu
fourth
made
down,
some plays.
yeah, the third and fourth down plays right down here. I liked a lot. Hey, we forgot. We're brought to you by MGM National Harbor.
Damn right.
I hope everyone's at Tap Sports Bar right now having a cerveza or
It's
two.
like 1 o'clock. I guess it's 2:30 right now.
Yeah, that's the perfect time to be go watch something.
That's actually when we said the pod was going to come out, about 2:30.
Yeah, right.
Thank you to MGM National Harbor. Thank you to Oarsman Automotive of Virginia. Thank you to Total Wine. And Chevy Chase.
Yep.
And thank you to Tap Sports Bar, home of the Catfish Fingers.
You want to do game balls and goats here? Or is this a no game ball type situation for you?
I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have
right,
one specific?
Game ball? Jordan McGee, to me, gets a game ball. Chris Rodriguez, I think, gets a game ball.
Jacob Martin had another sack.
Yeah.
John Jones.
I really liked what I saw from Chris Rodriguez. I think you saw that maybe the offense got a little over its skis with Bill Merritt and kind of what he could be.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of weeks since he's been good. What I really thought Chris did a good job of was taking what was there.
I think the
you saw
most
a couple
important
times
play of the I guess none of it really matters, but
trying to get in the end zone.
no, the McNichols when they're backed up deep in their own,
that
and
was
it's
a-
3rd and
that
9.
was a hell of a play.
J-Mac is able to make a couple guys miss to get a first down. He does that a lot on third down.
But right in the fourth quarter, right down here, you had 3rd and 1 from the goal line, and McNichols C-Rod gets stuffed. And then you run double rub routes and a pat, and it misses it, and it just felt like Achane was going to break a 99-yard play. And
I thought Achane was going to break one. He never did. He had some 25s, but the longest play of the game, I think, was Mariota's run. 44 yards.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I have one game ball definitively.
Well, I think we'll get to the off the football field game balls shortly.
I just want to give it to her now.
Okay, go for it.
I got lost. This place is a maze. It's beautiful, it's incredible, but it's also a maze. No one door gets you to the next door. This woman will never know that I'm giving her a game
Correct.
ball. Shout out to Camila. Me, Lake Lewis, and David Harrison were band of brothers, very lost together in all over this crazy stadium. And Camila helped us out, got us where we needed to go. So
Did you speak to her in Spanish, or was this in English?
She spoke English.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was dropping I knew I needed to get to Ocho floor.
Do you remember what journalist is?
Periodista.
Periodista.
See?
There we go.
I was saying that. I was like, periodista.
Yeah.
That's my only one definitive game ball. I got some goats.
Real quick, just as we talk about the stadium, let's do stadium talk for 1 second.
Well, no, now we're on goats.
Okay, fine. Go to goats.
Mikey.
Like the biggest of all goats.
Dropped a pick, dropped a punt.
It just can't keep. It can't happen. I mean,
red zone offense.
Mikey's
Quite a ruckus over there.
Yeah. Mikey's regression this year is tough to watch, tough to handle. It's difficult to have him out there. I know that he returns punts in practice. I don't know who else you're going to go to there with Jalen Lane hurt, but it's just a
You could go
backbreaker.
Noah I.
Yeah.
Probably. I almost wanted to go to Debo. But to everybody asking, Mikey Samerstill on the roster, on the depth chart, is the number 2 punt returner. He does practice it every day at practice. Like, they go through punts. So it's not like it was like, oh my God, they just threw him out there. Like, that's his position. That was by design. He just messed it up.
I'm sure you saw a ton of it. Like, the guy can't catch an interception. Why would you have him try and catch a punt? That's an awful.
The red zone
Part of the
offense
defense.
was bad.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, they moved the ball pretty well between, like, the 25s.
can we give a game ball to the red zone defense then?
Yeah.
I mean, two fourth down stops,
Yeah.
2 turnovers. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Maybe we're grading on a
I
different
think
scale.
you're being far too generous for a team that just lost their 6th in a row.
I think we're working within the realm of what we're working with. It's not last year. None of these guys are getting game balls, but I think we both agree that this season is lost. It's cooked. It's time. You need to start.
That sounds a little avocado toasty, honestly. Like,
You're the one that wants $50.
I'm saying, you're like giving away numerous game balls here. I only gave one to Camila. Like, they just lost their 6th in a row.
You're
and it
right.
was like disgusting how it happened at the end.
I agree, but that wasn't for the first time this season. It wasn't the defense's fault.
It wasn't not their fault. It wasn't completely their fault. That was a team loss
All right,
rather than
how
a
about
defensive loss.
for the first time, they gave the team the chance to win, and the offense was the one that failed them.
Special teams.
And special teams, yeah.
I mean, you miss 2 field goals and you muff a punt.
Right. I agree. But for once, the defense
You just
wasn't
are
the
too
problem.
positive after a 6th straight loss.
You are incorrect. I am not positive.
How many game balls did you just give away?
2.
Yeah, that's too many.
I disagree, but that's fine.
I don't know. Like,
We're grading on a scale,
of what? It's still f***ing football.
Yeah.
Like, it's still the NFL, and they've lost 6 in a row. Like,
The Dolphins beat the Bills last week. All season long, we've seen fast receivers and fast running backs scorch
the
this
defense looked a little better. If
That's the overall point I'm making. The defense looked better. I thought it was more reasonable. We already said that once in this podcast. I think it's okay to pat him on the back and say, hey, like, you pick up one little piece of the defense that's doing better, and I'm happy with that.
Okay.
You realize you just completely set me up to get roasted.
I wasn't trying to.
I know.
I was just.
Upset at me.
It seemed like a lot of back patting.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. It is avocado toast, but at the same time,
I loved the
wanna
drive
recognize-
coming out of halftime. That was their best drive of the day. That's when Debo scored. They actually scored in the red zone.
How about
they
the
might
first-
not have even been in the red zone? Was that from like just outside the 20? Maybe it was like the 17 or something.
Yeah. The first drive of the game for the Commanders was their best opening drive of the season. What was it? 13 plays, 71 yards, 7.5 minutes, something like that.
They hadn't had a lead since the Dallas game.
Where this season is going is tough to fathom.
How about the Achane far side down there, where it looked like they had him bottled up?
That play you
the
had.
sequence of missed tackles.
Well, you had Jordan McGee on the outside who forced him back in, which is the right move, which is what you want him to do.
Right.
And then I think Frankie came flying by. You want another GOAT? I think Sam Cosmi had a rough game, and that was before the injury.
Yeah. He said there was some dirty stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him.
If the dirty stuff was number 90 swim moving him left and right every time, sure. But he struggled in this one, and I'm sure there was other stuff going on, but he struggled.
What did you think of McDaniel not kicking at the end of regulation?
So I was talking to one of the Dolphins reporters on the way down, and he said the biggest criticism of Mike McDaniel is that he's too soft, and he doesn't play the game hard enough. And they're saying, like, I don't hate the call, because this was him saying, like, okay, we're going to man up and we're going to, Doc Walker canine you and just, bully you into the end zone.
Manhood issue.
And then it didn't happen.
How do you think the phones are going for Doc right now?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Doc, I'm sure Doc loved seeing Chris Rodriguez run the ball.
He did.
It's interesting that he didn't kick it there, particularly because of that. But I also think the bigger mistake was giving the Commanders a chance to kick that field goal.
Well, dude,
Calling those
Achane going
timeouts.
out of bounds. I mean, all of it was nuts.
That was, you know what it is?
That was
the Saints game last year that the Commanders were able to pull out with all the crazy stuff happening at the end.
The two-pointer.
And, this year, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it is like everything this year just breaks the wrong way for
Right.
them. As far as non-football stuff, the stadium was dope.
Stadium was dope.
They don't normally sell beers. They were certainly selling beer. These people were going nuts.
Do you see the American Dream combo meal?
No.
19 euros for a hamburger or a hot dog, fries, and a beer.
19 euros? Be good?
17 US. No,
I think it's the other way.
21 US dollars. That's one beer,
I'm just slowly drifting out of frame for those watching this on YouTube. I thought
we're drifting.
The crowd
we're
was
drifting.
awesome. It was funny. The music. We've been talking about the music being
Yeah.
weird over here the whole time. Like they played "Sweet Caroline" and people went nuts. They played "Country Roads" and people went nuts.
They played Mr. Brightside and nobody sang a damn song.
Yeah, right.
Watching the Spanish media though with the halftime show, they were into it. They
Shout
were
out
very
to
into it.
Biz Rap.
Yeah.
Um,
So who was the other dude that was supposed to play?
Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee. Did he just not play?
He did. He went first, but he didn't play Gasolina.
He played Despacito.
I don't think that's him, dude.
Unfortunately, my phone is shooting this.
I'll look it up.
On the big board, when they wanted you to vote for what song to play, Despacito was one of them.
I thought that was like Justin Bieber.
I don't know.
Oh, Luis Fonsi featuring Daddy Yankee.
Daddy
You're
Yankee. Nailed it. I actually took a picture of it and I was going to send it to you in the press box, and then I got distracted with
I know we're not allowed to play music.
taking weird.
Is there more than one song called Despacito? Is it?
That's a good joke.
Despacito. That song?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I
whatever.
got distracted in the press box by random pharmacy throat lozenges.
Yeah, how you feeling?
We're fighting through this right now.
All right. Well, let's be done then.
No, we got it. We still got more stuff.
What do we have?
We have over-unders. We got to do the stuff.
All right, do it.
We pushed over-unders. I had under Mariota 2.5 passing yards. He ended with 213. You were over. I had over team rushing yards with McNichols, C-Rod, and Mariota. 90.5 was the number. Soared over it. You went under.
What'd they finish? I have stats, actually.
Yeah, C-Rod had, I think, 79. They ended up with 113, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. That's good.
Something like that. And then we both went over on the Waddle plus H-hand total yards.
Did that get there?
It did not get there.
Okay.
So we pushed.
Waddle didn't do a heck of a
Hit
lot,
55
right?
yards.
Yeah.
So that pushed. Get to 100 chips, which is really what I wanted to get to.
Oh, did you win?
I finally hit mine.
What'd you have?
H-hand over combined yards.
What'd he finish with?
He had 98 rushing and 24 receiving, I think.
So you're building a lead, huh?
We're getting a little lead. You had the Commanders plus 2.5 that didn't hit.
Should have hit like 8 different times.
Yeah, like every different which way. And I actually kind of thought it might hit because I thought we were going to get another London tie
Right.
as we went through it. Bet you bet. Neither of us were close. I guess I had 24-23 Dolphins. You had 27-23 Commanders.
Either Perina's wrong or you're wrong.
With what?
You had a parlay. Oh, you had the under. Never mind.
Probably
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
under 47.5. Yeah. So I think we're both down on chips because
You have taken the negative chip count lead.
Which
You're
is-
at minus 435. I'm at minus 618.
You want to know what avocado toast is?
What's that?
Celebrating a minus chip lead.
Right.
So we're not going to do that right now. Listen, let's talk podcast party real quick.
That was epic.
I think that's.
Have we not done anything since then?
No.
Oh my God.
So-
That was freaking epic.
It's
Unbelievable.
So the pod party was on Friday night. We started at one bar.
I think we almost need to
to a whole separate pod on the
and
podcast.
have notes about it. Like all
Okay.
the people we talked to,
All right.
especially with the bye coming up, maybe we take
That's
a
a
few
good
minutes
midweek
and
pod. Okay.
write some stuff down because I had some great conversations. And sincerely, thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's do that for the bye week one.
All right, we'll
which
do
you're
that
going to be
during
in
the bye
Morocco for.
Yeah, we're going to be.
I'm going to be home.
I believe the night that we're going to do the podcast, I will be in, or the show, I'll be in Fez. So if all things work out correctly,
You'll have a fez and
I'll be wearing a Fez and Fez.
You need to get one of those little monkeys too. I feel like Aladdin, Indiana Jones, there's always a little monkey.
I feel like that'd be a perfect me and you Halloween costume. Just dress up as a monkey and jump on my shoulder.
Clanking the cymbals. Now we should go. We're talking monkeys and cymbals.
Yeah, now we should go. Bye week coming up. We're gonna have we'll have some content for you. We're gonna have a show.
There will be a show.
There will be a show.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Period.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Madrid's been awesome. Thank you to all the Madridians.
And with the pod party, the I Owe You a Beer starts all over
square.
again. So
and it's a beer. It's not. It doesn't multiply.
And the longer we can push out talking about the pod party and let me get my expense report through, that's what we need to happen.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I owe you a beer.